Hello and welcome to another devotion from New Life Community Church. Right now I am going to be talking about faith and the importance of faith and just trusting God. You know, one of the things that I have been thinking about lately is how so often I and others I know we can get caught up into the trap of thinking that life is supposed to be easy and that things should come naturally. And that's not always the way it works, and it requires faith and in order to trust in God and that God knows better. God knows what's best for us and that he will carry us through. So in Hebrews chapter 11, we have this great hall of faith, and I'm going to skip the beginning part of it and just drop down to verse 32. And this is from the Passion Translation, but it says, "And what more could I say to convince you? For there is not enough time to tell you of the faith of Gideon, Barak, Samson, Jephthah, David, Samuel, and the prophets. Through faith's power they conquered kingdoms and established true justice. Their faith fastened on to their promises and pulled them into reality. It was faith that shut the mouth of lions, put out the power of raging fire, and caused many to escape certain death by the sword. In their weakness, their faith imparted power to make them strong. Faith sparked courage within them, and they became mighty warriors in battle, pulling armies from another realm into battle array. Faith-filled women saw their dead children raised in resurrection power." You know, it's true that faith will do that a lot of times, but faith doesn't always have a good result in the sense, Jesus certainly had faith and he ended up on the cross. And so it goes on and it says, it's around verse 35, "Yet it was faith that enabled others to endure great atrocities. They were stretched out on the wheel and tortured, and they didn't deny their faith in order to be freed, because they longed for a more honorable and glorious resurrection. Others were mocked and experienced the most severe beatings with whips. They were in chains and imprisoned. Some of these faith champions were brutally killed by stoning, being sawn in two or slaughtered by the sword. These lived in faith as they went about wearing goat skins and sheep skins for clothing. They lost everything they possessed. They endured great afflictions, and they were cruelly mistreated. They wandered the earth, living in the desert wilderness, in caves, on barren mountains, and in holes in the earth. Truly, the world was not even worthy of them, not realizing who they were. These were the true heroes, commended for their faith. Yet they lived in hope, without receiving the fullness of what was promised them. But now, God has invited us to live in something better than what they had, faith's fullness. This is so that they could be brought to finished perfection alongside us." You know, I don't know what you're going through today. I don't know what struggles you may be wrestling with. I don't know what situations have you down. But have faith, trust in God, and believe that he knows what he's doing and that he'll carry you through. I have this devotion from Bear Grylls. He was a British guy who attained all kinds of accolades and had his own television program and so on and so forth. But he has this under his devotion for Let Go on page 96 of his devotion, Soul Food. "So many times the struggles in my life have come from wanting to be in control." Does that feel at all familiar? But the truth is that power comes from relinquishing control. It happens when we understand that God knows better than we do what is best for our lives, and that takes courage and faith. But remember who he is. He is the same powerful force that placed his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land, then called out thunderously a lion roar. That's from Revelation 10, chapter 10, verse 2 from the Message. God rewarded trust in the Bible time and time again. Think of young Mary when she was told she was carrying the Messiah child, or of Daniel in the lion's den. Think of Joseph in prison, or Moses as he led the Israelites away from Egypt. We are in strong hands, Bear Grylls says. The power comes when we relinquish control and trust him with our lives, with our future, and we trust him with our lives, with our future, and for our daily bread. There. He loves us and will lead us into light and life if we let him. So this is true. You are never safer. You're never in a better place than when you let go and allow God to have control of your life. May you do that today, and may you do it every day. And may you realize that he has a plan for your life that is far better than anything that you could imagine. Father, today I pray for my brothers and sisters that they would experience the fullness that is only possible from letting go and giving you control. Enable them to trust you. Enable them to have faith in you. And enable them then to stand firm. Lord, give us the strength we need for today. And let us, Lord, trust you with all of our tomorrows. In Jesus' precious holy name, amen. Well, God bless you as you go forward today, letting go and letting God.